Alright, happy lockdown everybody. Today, this video, we're going to go with a review. It's something I mentioned in a previous review. We're going with the Whitesnake Slip of the Tongue 30th Anniversary Remaster MMXIX 2019. So this is like the ultimate box deluxe edition thing, box set. I did one of these with the Slide It In album. This one was supposed to be an unboxing, but when I received it this morning, I was half asleep and I was sort of eager to see what was inside, so I opened it. This was the one that was actually sealed, right? So there it is. Nice box again, nice and smooth. Original album cover, obviously without that. There's the back detailing everything. Okay, so slides off nice and easy, same as the last one. Okay, and there's the inside. Okay, right, so again we've got the little ribbon thing to get the stuff out, but we're going to go with the book first, as seen in the Slide It In one, hardback book. Nothing very detailed about the covers and whatnots, but it does sort of, it's the album, it's the Slip of the Tongue album. And with this, it's a little bit different like that, just the logos there. And again, with this one, it's full of the same sort of stuff, a lot of pictures, a lot of diaries, and well, not so much diaries, but what was going on the tour, the single covers. That's a terrible cover for Full Feel, and very boring. I know there was one. Actually, no, the UK release for Full Feel Loving, I think it's Full Feel Loving, looked a lot better. It might be in this book, I don't know. There's the Deeper the Love. Oh, we got something here. Don't know. Posters. No idea. Year of the Snake. Whatever happens. Deeper the Love cover. More Deeper the Love. The picture disc, 7-inch vinyl. I believe it's 7-inch. Again, it's as Now You've Gone. I believe I've got that single somewhere. It looks very familiar. There was one, unless it was the CD. Unless it was the CD, it was a very gold-looking one. Again, you got the magazine covers, the charts, where it featured in the charts at a certain point. Obviously, on its release, I guess. I did see something about Whitesnake to headline Donington. Now, I have got the Donington set. There used to be this video magazine called Hard and Heavy, and I believe it was issue 8. It featured clips from the Donington 1990 set. This came out in 1990. There's a picture of Vi and Coverdale. It's got the lyrics there. But yeah, all in all, it's a nice book. Same as the Slide It In book. Interesting read. I haven't read it, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be an interesting read. Okay, so I'll put that over there for now. Then this. Okay. It's basically a bigger CD booklet. It's just like a photo book. There's a lot of photos. Whereas with the Slide It In one, it had the tour. It had stuff about the tour. This just seems to be a photo book. Yeah, and then it's got some sort of foreword there. Different logo. As you may have noticed that my voice is going. Too much talking. There's Mr. Coverdale. There's Mr. Vi, Mr. Vurenberg, sorry, Vandenberg. I keep getting confused. I don't know why I call him Vurenberg. But... And then you got Rudy Cesaro, the centre picture. Trying to go through the band, and you got Tommy Aldridge there. I think that's them all, isn't it? Yeah, yes. And then you know, just random photos. You know, when I first pulled this out, I did think that maybe this was just a bigger version of the original book, which I believe is just full of lyrics. Yeah, because it's like a CD size, but bigger than a CD book. But that's that. It's nice, but I think it would have been better if it was the same sort of, or even the tour program might have been nicer, because you could have had all these pictures in that tour program, like they did with the Slide It In one. Next, obviously, the poster. The poster. As noted in my Ace Frehley video, I hate posters. Simply because when they're folded, there's a chance they will rip. There we go. Oh, it's upside down. Big album cover. I don't like that. I don't like it when they rip. Okay, especially when it comes to putting them back, like folding them back into position. Oh, I've done that one quite nicely. I think it's only been because I opened it for a second. Yeah, a couple of seconds maybe. I don't know, have I done that right? I'm going to say I did it right. Yes, I did it right. There we go. So that's the poster. I'm not a fan of posters, but I suppose it's nice to have it in a box like this. I think maybe 20 years too late, 20, 30 years too late to be having the posters. Does anyone actually have posters anymore? That'd be an interesting one. Does anyone have band posters on their wall anymore? Right, next we're going into the discs, the CDs, DVDs, whatever. I still have no chance to see if this will work in the UK. My Slide It In videos, the DVD. It is what's the name of it? NTSC, whereas we have PAL here. This one again is NTSC. I haven't had a chance to check it out yet, which is annoying. But anyway. Right, so first up, we've got the original album. Again, they're the card sleeves with the annoying anti-static things. Make it a square, man. Make it a square. Alright, so it's got the original 89 album remastered. Slip of the Tongue, Kitten's Got Claws. This is a different track listing, by the way. Cheap and Nasty, Now You're Gone, The Deep the Love, Judgment Day, Sailing Ships, Wings of Tomorrow, Slowpoke Music. I couldn't get into Slowpoke Music. And then Fool for Your Lovin'. Yes, this is a different track listing. We've got the bonus tracks, the B-sides. Bonus tracks, B-sides, and alternative mixes. So you got Sweet Lady Luck, which is a B-side. That's a great song. It should have been on the album. I really enjoy that song. If you put it in the sense of it should have been on that album, it would be my favourite song off that album. Along with Sailing Ships, I really love Sailing Ships because it has got that, the Led Zeppelin sort of, it's constantly getting higher. Now You're Gone, the Chris Lord something single remix. Sorry, I can't pronounce the name. Chris Lord Algie. Fool for Your Lovin', Vi Voltage mix. I need to check that one out. Slip of the Tongue, alternative intro and breakdown. Cheap and Nasty, alternative solo and end. Interesting. Cheap and Nasty was the first song I heard off this album. Radiator's hot. Judgment Day, alternative and extended solos. Fool for Your Lovin', alternate AOR mix with CHR intro. I wonder what CHR intro is. Chorus maybe? Who knows? Whoa, it slipped out. Okay, I need to put this somewhere else. Okay, next we have something that says for promotional use only. Okay. Now, not too sure. The Wagging Tongue edition. Ah, okay. This has interviews about each song, and I think track by track interview. Yeah, it's interviews of each song. You got Slip of the Tongue, Cheap and Nasty, Full for Your Loving, Now You've Gone, Kitten's Got Claws, Wings of the Storm, Deep of the Love, Judgment Day, Slowpoke Music, and Sailing Ships. The original track listing of the UK edition, anyway. I'm not sure about the US edition, but yeah, these are always interesting. I kind of like listening to the intros, you know, the interviews where Dave Coverdale is sort of breaking down what the song's about, how it came about. I'm not too sure whether these were recorded back in '89 or 2019, and it's the same with the Slide It In. Hopefully, they were the interviews were recorded back in '89. It gives it more, I don't know, authenticity. Who knows? But then it's always nice to hear a reflection on the stuff. Okay, next CD3 evolutions, demos, remixes, and re-records. There it says exactly what it says on the tin. You know, Slip of the Tongue, Cheap and Nasty, Now You've Gone, Sailing Ships, Judgment Day. I've got that the wrong way around. It's Judgment Day, Sailing Ships, Kitten's Got Claws, The Deep of the Love, Wings of the Storm, Slowpoke Music, Fool for Your Loving, Kill for the Cut, Parking Ticket, and Sweet Lady Luck instrumental. I did check out the instrumental, and something I found weird is one thing that stands out about the finished song with Sweet Lady Luck is the kind of keyboard thing that's going on, and that really stands out, and it's not on this instrumental. But yeah, no point going into they've all got the anti-static sleeves with the curve. Really annoying, but it's a nice collection. Okay. Next, I need to move these. I need to move them somewhere without them falling into the box, otherwise I'll never get them out. Right, next we have the monitor mixes, April '89. Okay, very basic cover so far, but then on the back of it, it's got all that. That one seems more interesting to me. I know how basic it looks, but it just seems a lot more interesting to me. You got Kitten's Got Claws, Cheap and Nasty, The Deep of the Love, Judgment Day, Slowpoke Music, Now You've Gone, Slip of the Tongue, Fool for Your Loving, Wings of the Storm, Sailing Ship, Sweet Lady Luck, Parking Ticket, Kill for the Cut, In Desperate Search for Melody. Right, that says that in brackets. Burning Heart, not Survivor. Ain't Gonna Cry No More, instrumental, We Wish You Well. If you're a Whitesnake fan, you will recognise things like Ain't Gonna Cry No More and We Wish You Well. The idea, there was an idea to revisit some of the songs, because on one of these discs it does say, possibly this one, nah, actually it won't. Dave says that he wasn't in all really impressed with the original take, you know, the original album versions of some of these songs, so they were going to re-record them and give it more passion. And these were the ones that they were going to do. You know, Ain't Gonna Cry No More, We Wish You Well, along with Fool for Your Loving. Fool for Your Loving, we know that they did. And he said it was a lack of passion, and the only things that really stood out was his vocals. But the originals are still great, even though, yeah, sometimes I really love this version of Fool for Your Loving, you know, the Slip of the Tongue version. But sometimes I just want to listen to the original. Yeah, so as I was saying, yeah, sometimes it is good to listen to the original, and sometimes it does seem like there's a bit more passion behind it, which is kind of strange, you know, considering what Dave says about lack of passion. I think with the remakes, I don't think it's the passion. I think it's the depth, which makes it have a little bit more. And also, it was a different, almost, yeah, typically it was a different genre, almost. You know, you think of the original Fool for Your Lovin', and it's not as heavy, it's not as hairy as the '89 version. It's just how music evolved. Yeah. So that's the monitor mixes. You've got Dave sort of still messing around with vocals, maybe different bits, different sounds on some of the songs on there. Next up is one of the ones I like, I enjoy, the Trip to Granny's House. Okay, session tapes, Weasley interludes, and jams. Yep, there we go. Good cover. I like that. Okay, this is like the biggest. I think it's the most tracks on the album. 23 songs on here. Slowpoke music. Again, it's just finding it. The thing I like about these sort of albums is sometimes you kind of find it weird how it can go from the very early stages to what it then becomes. And you're kind of thinking, how did this turn into this? And it's kind of interesting. Sometimes you can actually see, you know, there might be a mix 2 or something that's like it's improved and it's closer to the version that you know. Slip of the Tongue, Judgment Day, Now You're Gone, Wings of the Storm, Sailing Ships. You know, standard songs on the album, obviously different, maybe not too different lyrics, but different parts. It's the demos. And then you got one called Liquor and Poker. Parking Ticket, Kill for the Cut, Ain't Gonna Cry No More, We Wish You Well. And then there's We Wish You Well instrumental. And then you got Wheezy and Sometimes Very Naughty Interludes, in brackets says Be Warned. Okay. Now You're Gone Revisited, Death Disco, Whitesnake Boogie, Mike Clink's Shoes Blues. I don't know, I haven't had a chance to listen to this album properly. You know, I've just listened to bits. Snake Shuffle, instrumental. Actually, I think these are the wrong way around. Nah, With Something. There's a song further down, I believe it's called Dementia, which is, no, you've got Doodles and then you've got Dementia Poker. Right? And I think it's on Dementia Poker where someone's saying Whitesnake Boogie, so maybe the track listing's the wrong way around. Kill for the Cut Blues, Cuban Heel Blues, and whatever that says. There's Aggies Blues. Not sure. But then there is something something I like about the, I can't even remember what they're called. Track sheet. I think they're called track sheets, you know. Well, not so much this one, but when you're in the studio and you've got all the different tracks laid out and you've got guitar, bass, drums, blah, 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 and you write them on a track sheet, on track 1 there's this, track 2, so on and so forth. There is something nice about it, because obviously you've got the bit up there, the band name, the album name, the song name, possibly album name, year, so on and so forth. And there's something nice, because I've done it. You know, I had that experience of doing that. I really enjoyed it. It's the whole process of making music, and I really enjoyed that part of going into a proper studio and making music. Granted, it was a college studio, but we still did everything like that. You know, now I've got my studio. I have got track lists, but I don't know where they've gone, and I don't fill them out anyway. Just can't be bothered. I just have to remember. But there's only 8 tracks on it, so I just flick them up and down. Right, next up we have the audio version of Live at Donington 1990. Now this, I love this artwork. Okay, I don't think it does it any justice. It's more of a dark blue purple. You know, the lighting is bright. Yeah, this is the set. Now, what I heard about this was there was only one sort of professional video copy, and it took years for them to be able to get hold of it, and it hadn't been released anywhere. Even though I'd seen, maybe it was maybe Hard and Heavy just video clips of it, I don't know. but this is like the official one, and so they've remastered it as best they could. Now you've Slip of the Tongue, Slide It In, Judgment Day, Slow and Easy, Kitten's Got Claws, Is This Love? Don't want to hear that song again. Cheap and Nasty, Crying in the Rain, Fool for Your Loving, Here I Go Again, Bad Boys, Ain't No Love in the Heart of the City, and Still of the Night. I don't know whether that was the whole set. Hopefully it was, but it's strange because all this track listing, except for Ain't No Love in the Heart of the City, is off the Slip of the Tongue and the 87 album. Oh, and Slide It In. Okay. Which was when everything started changing for the band. And it's kind of, it's sad in its own way. You know, they're not bringing in like Love Hunter and stuff, because Love Hunter is a classic, brilliant song. I love it. Ironically. Yeah. But yeah, it's nice to have that. It's the live set from Donington. As I was saying with the Slide It In, with the live in Glasgow. It's nice to have a live album, even that wasn't widely available. Actually, you know, this wasn't widely available. Great CD. Look at that. What a cover. I'd love to see that in my collection. You know, in a jewel case, you sort of slide that out, or even in the stores. You know, you go in the stores, that would grab your attention immediately. It also has something. Right. If I zoom in just a little bit, if you look at this, yeah, you see anything there reminiscent of the Come and Get It album that made it banned in various various countries? Yes, it's on that, but yeah, very good to see that, and very good to hear it. And the quality is, I've heard a little bit of it, and yeah, it isn't mixed. You know, it's mixed as best they could, and so sometimes the crowds are louder than the music and so on and so forth. You know, it's the best they could do with what they had. And it's nice that they did that. You know? It is it's probably the biggest gig of the tour, and they've captured it on CD, and I like that. I like that effect that, you know, you do an album, you do a live album. I do like that because it captures that moment in time, you know, on that tour. It's different when bands, they'll release an album, like for example, what's going on at the moment? You got the anniversary of Queensryche's Empire, and Jeff Tate is doing an Empire tour where he's in the whole set list right now, not the set list, the track listing in its entirety, and then maybe throw in a few others, you know, from, you know, the classics. But that was 30 odd years ago. It would have been nice to have a live album from 30 years ago and then have a live album like now, and you can compare it, you just see the difference. Whereas you have the album 30 years later, you do a live version of the album, it's not going to be the same effect. Anyway, that's a little bit of a run. Maybe I should do something in my vlog type thing about that kind of thing. Right, last disc is the DVD. I've yet to see if it works. No point in asking, they're all the same. I wonder if they're the same in the other two boxes. I tell you what, it's so difficult to get hold of the 87 one. Can't find it. It's annoying. Really annoying. Anyway, so the first part of the DVD is the Donington. Yes. Oh no. Doesn't matter. Okay, so the Donington set list, so this one, yeah. Right, so you got the video. It is the same set list. Slip of the Tongue, Slide It In, Judgment Day. Is Judgment Day on there? Yes, it is. Alright. Slow and Easy, Kitten's Got Claws. No, wait. We have 13 tracks on here. We have 17 tracks on here. They must be real bad quality. I need to check to see if they work, right? Because you got words I can't read or pronounce. Anyway, I'll show you that one in a sec. But next is the Flying Dutchman Boogie, which again isn't on there. Where is it? It's track 6, whatever that says. Okay, and then we've got Is This Love, Cheap and Nasty, Crying in the Rain, featuring Tommy Aldridge drum solo. So maybe it's got the drum solo on the CD. Fool for Your Lovin', For the Love of God. Don't even know what that is. The Audience Is Listening. That sounds familiar, but I don't know what it is. Here I Go Again, Bad Boys, Ain't No Love in the Heart of the Sea, Still of the Night, and then it's got ending credits, We Wish You Well. I'm assuming that version of We Wish You Well is a live one. And then you got the promo videos for Fool for Your Lovin', 89 obviously. Now You Gone music video, and the Deeper the Love music video. Bonus. The bonus features Sweet Lady Luck Purple Snake video. I don't know what that is, but I have seen a promo video for Sweet Lady Luck on YouTube. So it's possibly what that is. It looks like it was done around the time, in 89, 90. I don't know. Maybe it was just redone. Whatever. And then you got behind the scenes, the making of Slip of the Tongue. And a look back, Whitesnake Chronicles with Dave Coverdale and Adrian Vandenberg. Again, I suppose there's a running theme with the live sort of, well, not so much the live, but the live pictures really for the DVD, because there always tends to be some live stuff on there. But all in all, it's a nice box, very nice. And if we start to put this back, obviously you got the big old ribbon, and it makes 2 folds. 2 folds. Right, put this all back in order. Got to be done in order, because it just has to be done. But let's just, if I get these in quickly, I'll show you what I mean. Quickly. Come on, Khash, hurry up. Here we go. Right. So there you go. That's how the box looks with the CDs in, and then obviously everything else will go on top, and the ribbon will go. It'll zigzag. Put them in. I think I showed you yeah, I definitely showed it before I took it all out, like that. Okay, like that. So all nice looking. That is my Whitesnake Slip of the Tongue 30th Anniversary Ultimate Box Edition 2019. MC. No, it's not MC. I'm thinking of my own song there. MMXIX 2019. There it is. All there. It's nice. It's a nice collector's edition if you can get hold of it. And all the bonus stuff. It's just really nice. And that's what I'm loving about these collections. All the bonus stuff. You can get the CD, great. Yeah, it's the CD. Wow. With this stuff, you got all that extra monitor mixes and all that good stuff. Anyway, in saying that, I'm going to leave you to it. I'm going to say Mam Sabula, and stay safe. If you like it, leave a like. If you got any comments on it, leave a comment. If you fancy subscribing, then subscribe. It's always nice. Check out my ranking videos. Let's see how you'd rank them. Check out my vlog type of thing. I've called it a vlog type thing because I don't really know anything about vlogging, so it's a vlog type thing. Who knows? It's just me chatting shit, right? Stuff that happened, obviously. But anyway, I'm working on the making of Cosmosis. So I'm trying to record bits of, as I'm trying to make my EP, which is Cosmosis, I'm trying to record as I'm doing it. So it's basically the CD. You can see the structure and whatnot. I've got one part on that so far. It's something, It pushes me to finish it a bit better, a bit quicker, but better, because people are listening. And it's also a tester, see what people think. So yeah, so I've got more reviews. I've got a couple of reviews. I've got my ranking videos, quite a few of them. Got my vlog type thing, and I've got the making of Cosmosis Part 1. Okay, So check them all out. If you like them, you know what to do. Alright, so with that, stay safe. Mam Tabula, as I said. See you soon.